welcome to my YouTube channel. How have you been? How's your week been? I hope you've been doing very well. Okay, so for today we're going to be talking about perspectives. When I've seen us do this a lot, I've seen people do this a lot. You just maybe you're going through Instagram, you're going through YouTube Shorts, right? Instagram Reels, and then you just check the comment section and you see people comment out of ignorance. People comment and it shows how much we do not understand this issue of perspectives, right? And I really believe that the more grounded you are, the more knowledgeable you are, the more of a particular truth you know about, the better you are at making decisions and the more informed choices you will make. And so I have come here today for us to really talk about. I'm always here for the love relationships and dating issues, like why are we here. I really believe that marriages, I really believe that relationships, love relationships can work, right, can work very well if people just do the right things and know the right things, right? So guys, let's get right onto it. So on this whole perspective issue, right, I think let's start it like this. So maybe you go online and you see someone, maybe a nutritionist, share a 25 seconds reel online saying, oh, I don't care if you are weighing 300 kg. I don't care if you're weighing maybe 350, 400 kg. All I need you to just do is be comfortable in your skin, right? You need to be comfortable in the skin that you find yourself in. And someone watches that, right, to feel very happy, right? And maybe you are just that person that you are just sitting with a very big bowl of eba, right? And you just want to it's like your mind just knew what you wanted, and then you happen to come across this particular nutritionist, right? And you feel so good, and then you finish you eat everything that you have on your table because you just seen something that just gave you backing. Go ahead, and then you're happy. And the truth is, let's say months from then, right? Months from then, you come online again, and that same nutritionist, you maybe you're just on her page, and then you see that she said that, oh, if you are weighing 350, 400, 500 kg, you really need to lose weight. You really need to lose weight because number one, it's not healthy. Number two, it predisposes you to a lot of health issues like diabetes, like cardiovascular issues. And then you'll be like, oh, now you now want to lose some kg. The truth was that this nutritionist did not lie to you. She seriously did not lie. She was very truthful. Number one, she wanted you to have a very good self-esteem. She wanted you to be comfortable in as at where you are as at now, right, and be happy with yourself. First of all, right? She was not wrong. And she's not also wrong now that she's telling you, oh, I think you need to lose some few kgs. And she will not also be wrong if she comes another time and tells you that, oh, why you're trying to lose weight, it might not really work so good for some people because maybe they might have genes that are producing all the fatty um, hormones and everything faster than you want to lose them, right? So there might not be other options for that kind of people. But now, all these are truths, right? All these are truths to a particular, they are all sides to a particular body of truth, and they are all true. She did not lie, right? It's just that you did not know enough. You did not know as much as you needed to about that body of truth, right? So it's the same way that most people handle every aspect of their lives, and most importantly when it comes to their relationship and their choices of whom to be with or whom not to be with. And that's why we're here today to talk about perspectives. Perspectives are very, very important because like for the example I gave earlier, that nutritionist, she was actually right. She was correct, right? It just mattered. All it all it boiled down to was what? Perspectives, right? She was talking from various perspectives, and they are all true. So what makes you someone with a superior mindset is being able to know different perspectives of a body of truth, and one was being able to make a round decision from knowing this much. But when you are just one way minded or two-way minded, when a body of truth has like 100 different perspectives, what happens? you'll be making inferior decisions. Why? Because you do not have the right information. So it's very important that for us as individuals, why you can carry this information we're going to be talking about today to every other aspect of your life or of your finances, right? Let's talk about relationship. How does perspective work when it comes to our love relationships? So I love to see perspective as a window, right? Or a glass. So just imagine you have, let's say you have, maybe you have a eye defect, short sightedness or long sightedness, and then you need to look at something, right? So you need to, maybe if you have short sightedness, you need to look at something far or something near you. You need to wear what, a glass, right? Right, a glass, so that it will help you what, arrange your lenses and everything. And so what that lens is a perspective. So, right, what you see with your natural eyes is a perspective. But because you need to see better, you now take another perspective and wear it, right? So, I see perspectives as glasses, as lens through which we see situations, through which we see the world, and through which we can judge situations, right? So, what are some of these perspectives that people just streamline? And the truth is that what I'm going to talk about today is a truth. Believe me, it's a truth, and we're not saying what if you have always held on to this 100%. We're not saying that you have done anything wrong. We're not saying you are lying. All we're just trying to say is it's not a wholesome truth, right? It is not wholesome except you know the other different perspectives to this truth. So number one is the usual saying, love is not enough. I know, guys, I know you have heard this. I've heard this. We have all heard this. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. And please, it is true, right? Like I said, perspective, guys. It is true, right? Because a body of knowledge is true does not mean it is completely true. So love is not enough. I agree. So because love is not enough does not mean as a lady and there's this guy that you know sincerely, if I let me not use love, he's not passionate about you. You know, you know this thing. As a guy, you know this girl does not really care about you, right? But because you heard that love is not enough, mm, love is not enough for maybe love is not, there are other things that really, let me not really pay attention to love. Let me not really they even say love is not enough, Jerry. Let me just, there are other more important things. She's kind, she's caring, she has manners, she's doing well financially, she loves God, but she does not really love me like that. I don't feel like she's not passionate about me. And then you now come online, you say 25 seconds reel that tells you, oh, love is not enough. There are other things that makes marriages work. It's not love. Love is just maybe 5% of the ha. Now, while that might be true, that love is not enough, right? Because apart from love, there are other things that need to be in check, right? That if they're not in check, it makes the love almost futile. I agree. Hmm, I agree. But that should not now make you say, oh, you now meet someone who you know it's not really, really passionate about you. The person just likes you. But there is no this extra affection towards you. And you not carry your two leg and say, oh, it's all right, it's okay. I think I will marry this person. Ha. I think this is something we get wrong, right? Because a body of knowledge is true. If there's nothing you take away from this video, please take this. Because a body of knowledge is true does not mean it is complete, right? So you need to find out, are there other perspectives to this body of knowledge, right? Are there other lenses through which we need to see this matter, not just love is not enough. So why I agree with you that love is not enough, right? Do not marry someone who does not love you, who is not, I like to use the word passion. Kaya. Do not marry someone who is not passionate towards you. Because when push comes to shove, it will be easier to talk to someone who loves you, right? Than someone who, first of all, you not really bad do your matter like that. Oh, do you get? Do you get? Do you get? Are you sure you get? Right? So why we go with the perspective that love is not enough or love is not enough? Love is not enough. Please, please marry somebody that loves you. Before you now say it's not enough, Let it fail be there. Don't just go with, oh, it's not enough, and make crazy decisions because somebody told you love is not enough. So yes, love is not enough, right? But hey, you see when you are trying to gather firewood to cook food, you see the wood, that is the love. So it is very, even if there are other things you need maybe stone to hold the pot, you need maybe you need kerosene to start the fire, you need different things to maybe make you need fan to be blowing the fire so it gets. But don't forget that first of all, before we even start at all, we need wood. So while wood might not be enough to cook the entire food, right? You need other things. Wood is there, it must be there. So please, that perspective, love is not enough, is true, but don't just go alone with that mindset, love is not enough. Please marry someone who is passionate about you, marry someone or be in a relationship, sorry, with someone who is affectionate about you, who is passionate about you, right? While we know it's not enough, there are other body of truths that you need to add to this. But first of all, go running alone with that mindset that, oh, love is not enough, and so I don't really need to pay attention to love if other things are there. Might not be very, very, very superior way of thinking, right? And secondly, number two, one thing I think people just go with, right, without looking at every other perspective, is that people do this a lot. They'll be like, attraction does not really matter, right? Attraction does not really matter. What matters is this person good? Is it kind? Does it have character? Does it think properly? Does it a Christian? Does it love God? Blah 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 blah. Does it come from a good home? Even if you're not attracted to this person, it does not really matter. Now, this is a body of truth, and it's true. They will say it does not really, really matter because at the end of the day, you will not eat attraction in the marriage. Character sustains, right? And it's true. That's the thing. It's true. But if you go wrong with only that mindset that it's not so important, and so you meet someone that maybe is good, but you are not. You, in fact, you are zero attracted to this person. You know, like, okay, I think I can go ahead because they say it's character that, really? See, guys, that is the thing about perspective teaches you how to make a very well informed decision. So if you know that, okay, yes, character sustains, right? Even though attraction might fade, not really fade, attraction might not necessarily keep the marriage together if character is not there. I agree, but do not say, oh, because attract, because you know, let me let you know, because you must be attracted to the person that you are in a relationship with. You cannot say, because at the end of the day, you will need it as you go along. If you finally end up marrying that person, you are going to need it so much. You need to look at this person that you're in a relationship with and be attracted to this person. You need to be able to look at this person and, yes, be attracted to want this person. You need to want the person. You need to be attracted. So in as much as it's not the only thing you need to sustain your relationship or to sustain your marriage, does not neglect the fact that it is important. So when you now hear someone saying it in a reel, or let's say a minute reel, telling you that, oh, um this attraction is not the most important thing, blah blah blah. Attraction is not really the, if character is not there, attraction is also. Now, but if you know all the body, if you are well rounded, what happens? You understand that, okay, this person is talking from a particular perspective, but there might be other perspectives to this body of truth that I really need to understand, right? So third, I think I was going through a friend's WhatsApp status, and I saw where it said something like, it's better to marry someone who has character with no prayer life than to marry someone with a prayer life and no character. I agree. That's the thing. It's true, right? But now, if somebody that does not understand perspective sees that right up, what happens? Oh, they go back. I mean, okay, so this person has no, you're a Christian, you have a prayer life, and you now say, oh, this person doesn't have a prayer life. It's okay, it's fine. At least he has character, he's a good person, this kind. While that might not be like a bad thing per se, but maybe you'd have made a much more informed decision if you also knew that you can have someone that has character and have a prayer life, right? That why not? Why can't you have someone that has character and has the prayer life? So my point is, all these are what you are better informed decision you can make, right? If you know better, if you have good perspectives, if you have superior, or if you come to a superior way of thinking, where you know, okay, this body of truth exists, but it might not just be the only only route of thinking. There are other perspectives to this body of truth. I think one other very, very important matter that people really, really look at from just one perspective, right? When people say, oh, it does not necessarily matter even if the person is the right person or not, right? What is most important is what you do in the marriage. And hearing that is true, right? It's true, really. That's what you do in the marriage really, really matters, right? To telling you, okay, with this marriage will work, right? Is what both of you do in the marriage that really matters. I agree. I agree. But now, you maybe you that is obviously with the wrong person, seeing that kind of reel, right? Seeing that kind of maybe YouTube shorts, right? Or seeing that kind of TikTok TikTok video, right? A 25-second, 1 minute reel, and you say, oh, that's what you just need to comfort you on the wrong decision you're about to enter. So while we agree, and I agree with that statement that yes, what both partners do in the marriage matters a lot to say if that marriage will work. But please do not undermine that first of all, the beginning of whether the marriage will work is the choice of the person you decide to do the marriage with. So while you are right, right? That so when someone comes and say, "Oh, the choice does not really matter. It is what you do inside the marriage. You can marry the wrong person, and if you do the right thing inside the marriage, too." So, so that should not encourage you, who is getting all the signals that the person you are with is obviously the wrong person, but because you heard that, oh, you can marry the wrong person and do the right things and to work out, you not say, okay, oh, you not okay, okay, oh, you not close your eyes to all the red flags that you are seeing. No, no, the best way, in fact, the beginning of getting it right in marriage, believe me, is be with the right person. First of all, I'm not. Well, let's not shoot first now. I didn't say the only thing. I said that. In fact, that is one. That is one of the. That's the first thing. First of all, is what choosing the right person. So don't let anyone deceive you. While that's what I said initially is true, it is not the complete truth to that body of truth. It is just a perspective. It is just one side of the coin, right? So if you flip it the other way, right? Some people will not be like, oh, another, this is number five now. Another body of another thing that people just look from one side is, oh, okay, just marry the right person. That's all. Just choose right. Then your marriage will be beautiful. No, that your marriage will just work out, which might sound true, but it's not completely true. Because while you can choose the right person, right, you can do very well in choosing the right person. But if both of you do not work out your salvation every day with fear and trembling, if you do not every day choose to love each other, to do everything to serve each other, right? If you do not learn how to make a marriage work, if you do not understand a man and a woman side, if you know psychology, if you don't understand all these little small things and do it every day, put in the work every day, even if you are choosing the right person, it will not still work. So you are seeing how we run with one body of knowledge. We just take one thing in our mind like this and we start running with it. So that's what most of us need to do. We need to sit down and think. This is a body of truth, right? That I just received. But is it awesome? Like awesome? Is it complete? Are there other things? Are there other perspectives to this truth? Right? And when we know this, we'll be able to make informed decisions, we'll be able to think intelligently, and we'll be able to have superior mindsets, right? So even while you're choosing the right person, you also know that okay, I've chosen the right person, thank God. But now I think I need to put in the work, right? It happens in our relationships too. Some of us we meet great people, but because we have not learned, because we do not know the little things, because okay, you meet a kind person, for example, someone is kind to you, and because you all you've learned is that okay, when someone is kind, they don't get angry. Kind people hardly get angry. and you learned that and you thought, oh, that's just it. Kind people don't get angry, and you forget that also kind people too, they have thresholds, they have limits, they have where they can take some things. So if you do not run with different perspectives of a particular truth, you will not be able to act properly. And then that kind person will leave you, and you'll be like, oh, I thought you were kind. No, it was kind, and truly they are kind. But you forgot to learn everything there is to know about a kind person. That while they can have a large um space for taking a lot of rubbish, they also have thresholds. So what am I trying to say today? Do not just take one side of a particular truth and run with it. Because most times you would hit a roadblock, most times you would crash, and then you'll be angry that, oh, I thought this was true. Yes, it was true, but you forgot to do your work. You forgot to gain extra knowledge to learn that that body of truth is not the only aspect of truth to that matter. There are other perspectives to a particular truth. Take being a Christian for example. So sometimes we when we when we're teaching people, we tell them, oh, just come to God and all your problems will be solved. Come to Jesus and He will take away all your problems. While that is true, do not forget that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord will. So while what you say is true, that come to Jesus and all your problems will be taken away, do not also forget to teach them that though sometimes there might be trials, there might be temptations, but we are rest assured that at the end of the day, right, we have victory. So these are sides of the same truth. So I want to really indulge us. I should strive for. I want that builds perspective is knowledge, 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 knowledge. The more you learn, the more you know. Oh, so there is this thing. Oh, so this is also true. Oh, so when you now know, at least you know a very good perspectives of a particular truth. You see, you'll be able to make informed decisions. You will act better, you would do better. Things will be your relationship would work out. Why? Because now I'm not just running with only one aspect of truth, right? I'm running with what other aspect of truth. It will shock you to know how much people's life have been running on 10% efficiency because they refuse to learn, to open their mind, to learn other aspects and perspectives of a particular truth. So okay, guys. So I just hope this was useful. I really don't want to encourage you. Be open minded, learn, grow, right? All within the boundary of Christ, right? The only boundary you should have is Christ. Now, if or kingdom, let's put it like that. If this thing is not against what the Bible says, then open your mind to it and learn it broad. Be very broad in your thinking. Have a very good perspective about life. It will help you to build a very superior mindset. Till we meet again, guys. Bye, and please make sure you subscribe, like, and of course, share. Bye.